How can we help you? Switch off the car. Wait.
Come here, friend. Come here. Two of you. Come here. Come here. I want to ask you questions, and I need answers. All right. Yeah. Why are you here in our country? Why are you in our country?
Just we come by from that side. We have a lot of political issue.
Okay. Which country are you coming from?
From Ethiopia.
Okay. You left your country because of there's wars, there's anything. Are you refugees?
Yes.
What does the Refugee Act says when it comes to migration?
Shut up!
What does it say? The reason why we are doing this, we want you guys to understand why we are doing this in our country. And we are helping you so that you can go back and fight your country's laws and fight for your freedom. So we fought for this country. You were not present when some of our brothers were dying. There were bloodshed happening here. Do you know about it? People were banned. A lot of things were happening. You were in your country, relaxed, while we fighting. We're now in our democratic dispensation where we should enjoy it. You come, you intervene, you take over what belongs to us. I'm going back to the same question. You said you are refugees. What does the Refugee Act say when it comes to migration?
The refugee give us paper when you come here to this country. When you give us camper, we have tried to survive our food, you understand? We are not coming to take over your country or what. We are trying to survive our food because we are not doing crimes, we are not selling drugs, we are not stealing. We are trying to get for our food, you understand me? And our families, there is no work, you understand me? It's a problem.
Okay.
So we have to try to get something.
I understand what you are saying. You're trying to get food from another country because you are refugees. Obviously, we should have refugee camps in our country. The Refugee Act says you must migrate to a nearest country. You're coming from Ethiopia. Which is your nearest country in Ethiopia?
Kenya.
Why didn't you go to Kenya?
Kenya also is a problem.
Whoa. You stop it from there. It doesn't matter. That's not our problem. There's so many countries next to Ethiopia. Besides Kenya, what is another nearest country?
It's Somalia.
It's Somalia. So why didn't you go to Somalia? Look, my friend, I want you. No,
starting to be dangerous.
Yeah, look, no.
They're starting to be dangerous. These guys. They have guns. No, that's all. One of you can.
Commander, the Refugee Act says when you migrate, that is in the Convention of 1951. It said you migrate in your nearest country. You mentioned Kenya, you mentioned Somalia. Why are you coming in South Africa? Because South Africa is far from where your nearest country is. It is.
South Africa is free country.
Look, no. Yeah. You know why you are in South Africa? You're taking chances because of our country's lawlessness. Our country is not governed properly. Now we are telling you that you need to go back to your countries and fix your countries and fight for what you're fighting for. You come here, you're carrying the guns, it comes to an end. Another thing I want to tell you guys, you are not permitted to own spaza shops. In terms of Immigration Act number 13 of 2002, Section 15 and Section 19, it simply says spaza shops, selling of veggies, it only reserved for South African. What permits you to own the spaza shop? You can't. You can't. You must know from today. You need to leave, brother. The time is over for you. We have heard enough about you. You were carrying guns here. And in most of cases, what I've heard, nationally, there was one of your guys who was saying that you guys, you're going to bring more illegal foreigners in our country and then you're going to own our businesses by force. Failure to do so, you're going to fight. So it's not going to happen here. We're going to die. We are prepared to die for this country. Because we fought for this country. We didn't fight for you to come and do as you please. You're threatening our children. Today, look, we know what you are doing with your country. With our country. You're selling drugs in your countries. In those spaza shops. We know very well. You sleeping with our children purposely to give them pregnancy so that you can have citizenship here. It must come to an end. You guys must understand. Go back and fight your laws. Go back and fight for your freedom. We don't care what is happening in your country. We've got our own issues here.
We appreciate that.
You need to go.
We accept instruction.
You need to go.
Yeah, we accept instruction.
Because you don't even know the immigration.
Sure.
You don't even know the Refugee Act.
I appreciate serious, but no one tell us this way. You see the way you are.
You know why? You know why? Because you know that South Africa is lawlessness. That is why you don't even want to read our laws. You don't read our laws because some of your friends tell you that it's easy to be in South Africa. So, brothers, it's about time.
Thank you, serious.
This is our freedom we fought for. You see those kids? We're fighting for them now. Not for you, for your own kids. Because you're busy dating our children to give them that poisonous food, killing our young stars. Pregnant them. Yeah? Pregnant them just like that so that you can have a citizenship you can own. We are watching you. Operation Dudula is here to stay, and then mind you, come 2024, if we go to that parliament, your life is going to be miserable. We're not going to give you a space. You'll pee everywhere where you go. When you sit in a toilet, you see us. It's enough now.
Come here, come here, come here. I want to ask you questions and I need answers, all right? Why are you here in our country? Why are you in our country this weekend? From that side, we have a lot of, okay, which country are you coming from? You left your country because of what? There's words, there's anything. Are you refugees? Yes. What does the refugee access when it comes to migration? Shut up. What does it say? The reason why we are doing this, we want you guys to understand we appreciate why we are doing this in our country and we are helping you so that you can go back and fight your country's laws and fight for your freedom. We fought for this country. You were not present when some of our brothers were dying. There were bloodshed happening here. Do you know about the people who were banned? A lot of things were happening. You were in your country, relaxing while we were fighting. We now in our democracy dispensation where we should enjoy it. You come, you intervene, you take over what belongs to us. I'm going back to the same question. You said we are refugees. What does the refugee access when it comes to migration? The refugee give us paper when you come here this country. When you give us, we have tried to survive our food. We are not coming to take over your country or what? We are trying to survive our food because we are not doing crimes. We're not selling drugs. We're not stealing. We are trying to get for our foods, one salami, and our families. There is no one. One salami is a problem, so we have to try to get by. But now it's getting worse. Dudula versus Spaza shop owners. Dudula closing down Spaza shops across South Africa. They come, they shout, they demand. Where are your papers? Show us your permits. They don't wait for answers. They don't care for explanations. They just want us gone. You see, we came here for a better life. We left our homes, our families, everything we knew. We didn't come to cause trouble. We came to work, to feed our children, to have a roof over our heads. Is that so wrong? Is it a crime to want to live? But Dudula, they don't see it that way. They see us as thieves, as invaders. They say we're taking their jobs, their opportunities. But what jobs? What opportunities? We're running small shops, selling bread, milk, cigarettes. We're not stealing anyone's future. They come to our shops, these Dudula people. They don't come to buy. They come to destroy. They break our windows. They throw our goods on the street. They tell us to go back where we came from. But where is that? To war. To hunger. To death. We try to reason with them. We show them our papers, our permits. We tell them we're here legally, but they don't listen. They don't want to hear. They've already decided we're the enemy and the police. Where are they when this happens? Sometimes they come, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they watch and do nothing. Sometimes they even help Dudula. Who can we turn to? Who will protect us? We're not asking for much. We're not asking for handouts. We just want to work, to live in peace. Is that too much to ask? In this country that talks about Ubuntu, about human rights, about democracy, is it too much to ask to be treated like human beings? But it's not just about us. It's about South Africa too. These Spaza shops, they serve the community. In many places, we're the only shop around. We stay open late. We give credit when people are short of money. We're part of the neighborhood. If we go, who will take our place? And what about the economy? We buy our stock from South African wholesalers. We pay rent to South African landlords. We employ South African workers. If we are forced to close, it's not just us who lose, it's everyone. But Dudula doesn't see this. They only see foreigners. They only see a threat. They don't see human beings trying to make a living, trying to contribute to society. We've tried to talk to them. We've tried to explain. But how do you reason with hate? How do you argue with someone who's already decided you don't belong? So what do? Do we close our shops and leave? Do we stay and risk our lives? Do we fight back? But if we fight, we become what they say we are. If we leave, we lose everything we've worked for. Some of us have been here for years. We've built lives here. Our children were born here, go to school here. This is the only home they know. How can we uproot them? And even if we wanted to go back, how could we? Our countries are still not safe. There's still war, still poverty. We'd be going back to nothing. So we stay. We keep our shops open as long as we can. We live in fear, always looking over our shoulders. We don't know when Dudula will come again, what they'll do next. We're not asking for sympathy. We're not asking for charity. We're asking for justice. We're asking for the law to be applied equally. We're asking for the chance to live and work in peace. Is that too much to ask? In this rainbow nation, is there no room for us? Are we not part of the colors too? We didn't come here to take. We came here to give, to work hard, to contribute, to be part of building a better South Africa. But how can we do that if we're always seen as the enemy? So we ask you, people of South Africa, to see us not as foreigners, not as refugees, but as human beings, as people who want the same things you want: safety, security, a future for our children. We ask you to stand with us against Dudula, not with violence, but with understanding, with compassion, with the spirit of Ubuntu that your country is famous for. Because if Dudula wins, if hate wins, everyone loses, not just us, but South Africa too. A country that turns on its most vulnerable is a country that's lost its way. We believe in a better South Africa, a South Africa that's true to its constitution, true to its ideals, a South Africa where everyone, no matter where they're from, can live and work in peace. That's the South Africa we came for. That's the South Africa we want to help build. Will you let us? Or will you let Dudula speak for you? The choice is yours, South Africa. The world is watching. History is watching. What kind of country do you want to be?